drinks on here. I have a couple M&Ms. It is like Thursday at midnight. Wow. But I'm getting kind of bored listening to the same songs over and over again. Just put on a book or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Cruising. Harold's asleep. Back on the road. I don't think anybody's gonna hop on here. I would bet nobody's gonna hop on, but you know, like 1,200 subscribers or whatever. Maybe, never know. Never know. Could get a bunch of people. Could go viral. So stupid. It's midnight. How long do we give it? Harold? How long do we give it? 5 minutes? We'll call it at 5. It's 3.5 to go. Charge that up. Have some M&Ms. Go live on Facebook too. Can you do them at the same time? There's nobody here to answer that question. But I'm sure there's a way, right? Run multiple programs. Call it 2.5. This super exciting live stream. Oh, 2 people are driving through Nebraska with me. That's crazy. Didn't think anybody was going to jump on. Well, welcome. See if you stick around. It's as you guys can tell, pitch fucking black outside. So. But I promise it's beautiful Nebraska out there. Promise. Promise. Anyway, welcome for the short time that you'll be here. Now 11 people. Somehow I doubt that, but maybe 11 people are watching. I somehow doubt that, but we'll see. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the lesser known operators midnight broadcast in central Nebraska. Over there's a grain silo and sleeping Frenchie over here. What do we got? Hi everyone. Oh, zigzag. You better pay attention to the road. Luckily there's nobody else out here at all. Not a very frequented spot of the country right now. So it's midnight in central Nebraska, you know, the fun part of the country. We only got 400 miles to go, so 400-ish miles to go. I think. I hope it's only 400 left. I got 7 hours of driving left. That's all I know. I was in Grand Island, Nebraska, where they make the Case International Harvester Combine. Oh. Nice. Bonjour. I think that's what that says. North Dakota here. Fuck yeah. I was in North Dakota last week. Or no, 2 weeks ago I was in North Dakota. Where was I? I didn't go anywhere. I don't even think I stopped in North Dakota, actually. Did I? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bonjour de France. Hey. All the way from France. Listening to me driving through Nebraska. We're at in France. I was there 2 years ago for the Rugby World Cup. You're not a rugby fan, are you? If you are, then probably kind of bummed out. We'll shave one eyebrow for $250. No, I don't think so. We up a France. I didn't study French. I can speak Thai. Does that help? Or I can read Thai. Can't really speak it anymore. Vous appelez le français? No, I don't speak French. I think that's what it says. Anyway, I had a guy on my team that spoke French. 12 people now. No, I doubt that. I don't know about 12 people sticking around. It's a slow night. Okay. Appreciate you stopping by. You look like Mr. Clean. I know, right? But if I put my hat on, then it blocks out all the light. And I look, I don't know, is that better? I guess it doesn't block out as much. Yeah. But I got more reflection off my face with my hat off in the dark here. So, but I appreciate the reference. Mr. Clean's holding it down. Pink Maddie said hi. Je suis à bon. Yeah, still don't speak French, but you made. What made you wear glasses? The fact that I can't see very well. Jesus, we look alike. I assume you mean me and not Jesus. But Chris D, you must be dashingly handsome as well. Alright, now there's a bunch of semis getting on the road. So, thank you for serving. It was an honor, thank you. If you guys don't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's where almost all of our content gets put up. This is just for the podcast, really. Stop reading, focus on the road if you can't see. No, I got these trusty spectacles here. You can see just fine. More French. Très beau garçon. Garçon means boy, I know that. Très beau garçon. Heart. I don't know. Still need those AI glasses that can read French for me. Okay. It's just okay. So, but anyway, I think most of the people have gone. Oh, we're down to 2 now. That's all right. That's all right. Just you and me, Pascal, I think. That's all right. It's early morning in France, right? Because you're like 7 hours ahead of me. Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah. You could be related to me, and you're right. We're devastatingly handsome. Wow. I don't know. Unlikely, but je t'aime. You love d'amour. Je t'aime means I love. Je t'aime. Je t'aime is I love, I think. From the accord d'amour for my love, something. There's a lot of love in there, it sounds like. Pascal. Southwest Detroit checking in on the chat. Welcome, David. Good to have you here. Chris D and I were trying to figure out if we're related. I don't think so. I subbed to the show. I appreciate you. Don't forget to follow along on Instagram. I have a lot more content on there. That's all of the content actually is on Instagram. The strength stuff, the funny stuff, all the sad stuff as well. What else is on there? All kinds of shit. Jokes. But this is pretty much just the podcast, and I go live on here when I'm driving. But I appreciate you. And then we got Pascal. Pascal? Hope I'm pronouncing that right, in France. Where are you headed, boss? I am going to a funeral in Colorado Springs. So, not the happiest of occasions, but I made the decision last minute to go, so now I have to drive through the night to get there. just show, I just show love, bro. I appreciate it. What is it? Redacted. Oh, that was quick. Sorry about your loss, gang. Yeah, it's a bummer. Handle your business. I appreciate you. I got startled when I scrolled on your page. My deepest condolences. I appreciate that. I just feel bad for the family. And I'm going to hang out with the boys, and hopefully we can all make each other feel a little bit better. It's a sad situation. Yeah, it's a bummer. But we do what we can. And it happens all too often as it does. So appreciate you, David. Where are you in from tonight? Did you say where you said way too often? Yeah, it's way too often, that's for sure. I called one of my buddies, and he's like, "Where are you off to?" And I told him, and he goes, "Man, I had two people that he knows, same thing, early checkout last week." It's like, God, it's a sad one-up, isn't it? You know, and I hear that conversation so often. You taking your pup with you? Yeah, he's right here. He's asleep. He just had a couple burgers. He's sleeping. He's no help in the dark. Southwest Detroit, but I live more than 15 to 20 minutes north of the city. Okay. You guys got any snow over there yet? We got snow the other day off the lake. We got like a 7 inches, and it all melted the next day. Yes, but it melted. Okay. Yeah, we're in, because I'm on the west side of the lake, just south of Milwaukee, where I live. And we're in, what are we in, fall 2 now. But, so it's 50, 60 degrees today at the house when I left. I lived in Milwaukee, damn near died in Racine. I lived close to Racine, very close to Racine. A lot of people almost died in Racine. Have you done your squats in front of 10th group yet? I did that. I posted that already. That was on the 20... What day was that? 25th, maybe? 24th, 25th? Car accident. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. They don't plow the... yeah. Racine's sketchy as it is. Bringing a lot of businesses back, though. You got a tree, hit a tree? Oh, come on. Was it at least bad snow or something like that? Deer run out in front of you? Oh, is everybody gone? Blacked out drunk. Ah, damn. Well, sorry to hear that. Empathize, though. I never got caught, so to speak, so just kind of lucky. I only saw 1st and 5th while sick. Gotta start doing anti-guard buildings. I did 519 Camp Nevins. I did Alpha and Charlie Company 519 down in Camp Bullis. Who else did I get? 320th. I did Charlie 320 down in Camp Blanding. I went on top of the tower and did squats up there on the airborne tower. So July 17th, 2010. Oh, a while ago. Well, hopefully you're doing better. You're not haven't had that happen again. 2010. Oof. A while ago. 2 weeks before my 21st. Oh, God. That was sad. Are you doing better now, at least? Crazy time in my life. Yeah, been there. Been there for sure. let's see, 2010. So I was, how old was I in 2010? I was the same age. Yeah. Yeah. 20, no, I was thinking it was 20. Way better, gang, but that changed everything. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Well, there's always got to be some nexus event that turns things around for you, and hopefully that was it for you. So. Where the fuck am I? This is so fucking. Drive in the dark, and you're like, am I ever fucking gonna get anywhere? Now it's winter, so the sun just never comes up. I subscribed. I have to keep an eye on you. Have a good, safe trip. Good night. I appreciate you, Chris. Make sure you follow along on Instagram. I'm sure you already do. Dang, dude, you're crushing it. When you got out, did you want to stick around or you moved right back? I appreciate you, Chris. I got medically retired. I did not want to get out of the military. I have too many concussions, so I just couldn't do the job anymore. I was never going back to a team, so I got a job back in Wisconsin, and I moved back to Wisconsin. Probably wasn't the best decision, but it was the decision we made at the time, and I don't know, I'm pretty happy now, but wasn't then. No. Steph, was I just scrolling, came across your live stream. I was just dropping in to show some love. I hope you have a blessed trip. Definitely show love to whoever's family died and everything. I appreciate that. This trip makes everything a little less worse. Salute you for making a trip. My business. Good to sit from it out. Appreciate you. I see with you and respect everything you stand for. I can tell you're good. I appreciate that. Thank you. I try. I haven't always been the best, but I quit drinking 2 years ago, and I've been a lot better since then. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, we're back live. Dropped a bunch of people. Anybody still there? Man, there's a point in mortal sorrow, the blessed God shall come down, teaching that as death brings despairing. Are you a cheesehead? I am not. Well, also, have you tried Lepsa? I heard that's big in the Midwest. Lepsa? Beep bop boop. Beep bop beep. I don't know what the means, bot. Oh, shooting star. Make a wish. Make a wish. Are you a cheesehead? No, I don't really follow sports. And have you tried Lepsa? What the fuck is that? It sounds terrible. So no, I haven't tried that. Malort, when I used to drink, everybody would be trying drink Malort to for some fucking reason. It's the worst thing ever. I wish you have a safe drive. Thanks, bot. It's very nice of you. Did you hear that, pup? Thank you, bot. I would Google what Lepsa is, but I don't want to crash. Got anything else? Any other questions, inquiries, points of contention? Q&A. What does that say? Add a Q&A sticker. I don't know what that let's see. It is, well, basically bleached fermented fish. That sounds familiar. I had a coworker from Wisconsin. He told me about that. Have you been to Kenosha? I have. Yeah, I mean, I don't live too far from Kenosha. I've been there many times. Lepsa. The name doesn't ring a bell, but the bleached fermented fish does. What is that like? Isn't that like lutefisk or something like that in Norwegian? And then there's like, ugh. Question everything. Yeah, I question that bleached fish. That's for sure. Not my thing. I think you got to grow up eating something like that, and I definitely did not. We're in Grand Island, Nebraska, or at least that's what the sign says. How exciting. How exciting. Shani. Hi, Shani. Adept alteration. Jesus loves you. Keep on trucking, King. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're just gonna keep on trucking down the highway here. What made you want to start a podcast, if you don't mind me asking? I do not mind you asking. I had the idea when I was still in the military, is it would be like a cool thing to do, to sit down with all these people that I find interesting. And that went on the shelf for 7 years, I think, 7 or 8 years. And then I went on somebody else's show at the end of 2024. And after I got off the show, I said, I think I want to do that. So January, I started my own. And here we are. What are your favorite road jams? I was just listening to some what's her name? Selena Gomez. I was laughing because I'm running out of songs. I don't know. I let the thing play. After a while, they all sound the same. Whatever comes on, I like all music. If it's catchy, I'll listen to it. If it's not, then whatever. My twin brother is in the Army. They didn't want me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I came to ask what you are doing, and I already received an answer, like it's a prophecy. Oh, okay. Keep your eyes on the road, my guy. Thanks for your service. That was an honor. Thank you for stopping by. Girly pop keeps us going. Absolutely. Somebody asked me the other day when I listened to it, and it's like, mostly Spice Girls and TLC, you know? So, of course, it kind of dates how old now. So, it was popular when I was a kid 30 years ago. So, in Sabrina, we are. I enjoy reggae and country music, as do I. I think I was listening to a reggae song earlier. It sounded reggae. It wasn't really. It was more like it was Matafix, I think was the name of the band. Big City Life. Trust. Oh, in Sabrina we trust. Is that Sabrina Carpenter or... how old are you? I am 38. Yeah. Is there a song or album that sticks out from a deployment? I started... Last time I was in Korea, I started my workout with the same Elisa Cara song, Here. It's kind of a chick pop song, but that's what I started my workout with every day at 5 a.m. But that song has stuck with me all these, 10 years now. Hank Williams 3 hypes me up though. Yeah, get some Hank going. You said 30 years, I thought more than 38. No, well, when I was a kid, when I was like 8, Spice Girls were big. I think I was 8. Yeah, 8 or 9. when the Spice Girls movie came out. That was like 30 years ago. Since you're in the military, that should mean you know your blood type. I do. I do. Why? Why do you ask? Why do you ask if I know my blood type? Are you in need of some blood? I find it funny most people know the oil their car takes. Oh, but not their blood type. Yeah, they don't know their social security. People don't know their social security number either, but everybody in the military has it memorized because you have to write it on every form and then disseminate those forms throughout the world. They're all just in the wind. Thank you for your service. Thank you. It was an honor. I would do it again. It really was. I don't know what oil my car takes though. I think it takes 530. I think it does. It's a good question. What else you guys got? Bought it, a truck, bought it there, my mama. I don't know what that means. Pascal's back, more hearts, French love, thumbs up, 100. Appreciate you, Pascal. Thank you for your service. My mother was in the Air Force. Thank you for your mother's service. Newt, what up, brother? Just driving through Nebraska, trying to get as many miles in before I stop. Hey, what's the time there? It is 12:21. What you doing? I am driving to Colorado Springs, Nebraska. Nice. Yes. I don't know. It's kind of driving through Nebraska at night somehow more boring than driving through during the day. Well, it means we should all thank truckers. Yep. That is the only people out here right now is me and truckers. Are you a trucker? Nope. I'm just in my pickup truck driving my French Bulldog to Colorado. And a protein shake. Obviously, right? Technically a trucker then, yeah, I guess so. If you had to do it again, would you still join the Army or look another branch or unit? No, I went to the right place. Where I ended up was exactly where I needed to be. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change a thing. Where are you from? I live in southeastern Wisconsin. What's in Colorado? A funeral. Colorado Springs. So, David, what up? Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you guys haven't, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. That's where all of my content is. Just the podcast is on YouTube and some of my other stuff. But what up, bro? David? Not much. Just driving through Nebraska. Luckily, there are some people to talk to. Yeah, this is actually way more people than I thought were going to jump on at this time, but it's actually pretty cool. I wish I could make the font bigger on this chat, but I'm not going to do it while I'm driving. I might look into that later. Different channels. Hey, dude. Islam? Hey. Condolences, King. I appreciate that. Drive safe. I will. Luckily, it's deserted out here. Buy an iPad. Yeah. I'm new to this whole streaming thing, but I was using the phone for directions. So I think we're just going to stick with what we got. I don't see any iPad stores out here, but yeah, that would probably be a better option. Any good stops coming up? Uh, no, not until I get to Colorado. They're not good stops there either. I get to see a lot of my friends, but not under the happiest circumstances. You think you'll ever stream gaming? I am terrible at gaming. And even the games I'm good at, I'm not good at. Like Borderlands. That's the only game I can really play and get into. And I can't wait for the next one to come out. Dude, try to watch more of the road. It's night over there. It is night. It is night. I wish this truck had adaptive cruise control. That would be the only thing that would make this truck better. But other than that, we got a handle on it. I appreciate you though. You alone? Now I got a French bulldog here. Why? You're not in the room, are you? It's a terrible joke. It's not even funny. It's like they're calling from inside the house. Those terrible, scary movies. I think you'd crush Farming Simulator with that Wisconsin background. As if for you going. I don't know. Is it as if for you going? I'm going to Colorado. What's your pup's name? His name is Pero. He's named after the South African rapper Jack Pero, obviously. And he's a French bulldog. I would show him to you, but it's pitch black where he's at. Trucking simulator. So we went from farming simulator to trucking simulator. I once drove from Canada to New Jersey by car, 12 hours straight. It was tough. Yeah. I mean, what time of year did you do that in? I switched to a couple different accounts and followed you and show and love to see the live. I just came back to a show a little bit more. Love, have a safe drive, my dog. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tuning in and keeping me company. Islam, is it far where you're heading for? I have like 400 miles left to go. Typing mistake, my bad. No worries. I got like 400 miles to go. So I'm trying to get as many miles done before I get tired. If I stop, I don't know if I will. But the funeral's at 1. So I have 12 hours to get there, and I'm like 6 hours away. No, I'm probably 7 hours away. So I can stop. I just want to be much, much closer if I do. So I think that answered your question. I hope I didn't miss any. I think, and I said, David, that I appreciate you. I appreciate you, David. Can you guys hear my dog snoring? It's barely audible. Road dog. Yeah. Like the wrestler. Isn't that a tag team duo or something? Road dog. Oh, that was D-Generation X, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were going to a funeral. That's all right. Yeah. No, that's all right. Gonna go hang out with some of the boys, so it'll be good to see some of the guys and show support. So it's all right. Road dog. Oh, I didn't know you were going to a funeral condolence, but I appreciate it though. Thank you. Was your language Korean? No, it was Thai, which I've only ever used to order food, and then I think I used it a couple times to get around in Bangkok. That's it. I've never used it. I used to speak a little Korean just to get around in the taxi in Korea when I lived there, but no, I've forgotten most of it now. Dang, that's a tough language to learn. Thai, yeah. I thought it was tough. The hardest part was learning the alphabet. After that, wasn't too bad, but that took a majority of the time. Try German. I'd probably do okay at German. I mean, I learned to speak Thai. Well, I mean, it was a full-time job for 6 months, but I figured it out. Again, German would have been much more useful, I think, but my area I was an Asian guy in first group, so. What about Icelandic? Not a military language that is taught in the U.S. Army, but I hear I think it's the most difficult language, one of the most difficult languages to learn. I think that's what the documentary I watched on it said. Gotcha. Do you speak other language? Like I said, I used to speak Thai, but I can't converse anymore. If I studied for a couple weeks, I could probably get back to speaking conversational Thai. I can understand some Afrikaans and understand the conversation, but I speak very little Afrikaans. And then I can understand Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish anymore. Gotcha. Yes, as an Icelander, it's pretty difficult. Even as an Icelander, it's difficult. What do I do for a living? I make content right now, and I'm searching for a job. So, training for some strength events, but most of that's just showing off. Right on, same with me in Japanese and Spanish. Favorite country you visited other than the U.S.? That's number one. I really liked South Korea a lot. I liked it there, but it was a fun time in my life, and everything was like great at that time. Yeah, probably there. I really liked it there. Oh yeah, I can't understand. I don't even know what that says, even a little bit. You need a SK waifu. I think I know what that means, but I'm not sure. Yeah. You're talking about like the anime stuff? Maybe come to Dubai. I can offer you a job if you want to. Haha. Nah, I'm alright. I don't really like the heat. Sweet Asian wife. That's what I thought it meant. No, my wife's South African. We met in Korea, though. She was a professor there. Sweet Asian wife. Most of my coworkers had, well, not most of them, a lot of my coworkers had Asian wives. Mostly because we spent a lot of time in Asia. That's awesome. Bless you both. Appreciate you. Thank you. Minutes. Well, that went by fast. Well, I think I'm gonna get back to some music. All right, mate. The offer still stands. If you change your mind, let me know. All right, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what you got. The last job offer I got in Dubai was not something I was terribly interested in. What's your current obsession right now? Like fave show or band? Oh, favorite show? Homestead Rescue on the Discovery. You can stream it on Hulu. The Rainey family, they go and rescue people on their homesteads and like teach them how to do stuff. I can't get enough of that show. What careers? Let's let's see. What careers are you interested aside from content creating? I want to work ideally in the nonprofit space. So I think I have a lot to offer as to helping veterans with mental health issues or getting help, or at least standing up and saying they need help. So I have the ability to speak in public very easily, and I can raise funds. So that's kind of what I want to get into, and hopefully work for myself eventually. Doing that, but that's a long process, and we'll see how things work out. What's your Insta? Lesser Known Operators, same name on Instagram. Never heard of it. I'll check it out. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's a lot of homesteaders, American homesteaders, and they're trying to live off the grid, and things go awry, and then the Rainey family come out there and teach them what they need to do. I don't know. I think it's a cool show. There's some good stuff in there, some good points. I like stuff like that, instructional things. Clarkson's Farm. I love Clarkson's Farm. I actually went out to Diddley Squat. What's it called? Diddley Squat Farms. He wasn't there the day I went there, but I went to the shop, and we had a drink there at the little beer trailer or whatever. Bought some stuff. That was pretty cool. It was either that or Stonehenge, and I decided to go to Clarkson's Farm. So I think I chose correctly. I thought it was fun. So yeah, I love Clarkson and all those guys. I love that show. That's awesome. I volunteer at Equine Therapy Center with special needs kids. They have programs for veterans there as well. Yeah, there's a few of those. I have friends that are those. Those are great things too. Especially with the special needs kids. There's this group of adults that just started inclusive performance or inclusive fitness over at the CrossFit gym that I go to, and they're doing the fitness for special needs kids. It's just fucking awesome. They got a meat raffle this weekend that I'm missing out on, but awesome stuff. There's so many cool things that people are doing. It's just like makes me want to do more. Let's see. That's awesome. Okay. All right. I texted you. Let's talk about it when you have time. But all right. I saw that a message just came through. I will. I'll send you back when I'm not driving. I appreciate that. Therapeutic Center, special needs kids. The equine stuff is cool too. The horses are awesome. Everybody loves horses. Except my dog. He thinks they're terrifying. I gotta turn in. Drive safe, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for keeping me company here. I think I'm gonna get back to listening to music here. I appreciate you turning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and get some sleep. I appreciate that. Thank you. Look forward to putting out some content for people to enjoy here after I get something ready to upload. So, all right. I think we wrapped up everything. Anybody got any other Skeleton King? How do you deal? Let's see. Hang on, let me go around this truck here. How do you deal with a lot of the interesting folks? How do you deal with a lot of the interesting folks on social media? Some of those folks aren't real people. If I think the message is from a bot, I'll just ask them to hit me up on a different platform, which they never do. Some to have, and then I'll talk to them then after I tell them to send me like a word on a different platform. I bet it's a shock going from the military to social media creator. It is for me, and especially from the unit that I was in, because you kind of like keep to yourself and you don't talk about what you did. Not that it was anything crazy, you know, I didn't do anything crazy or anything like that, but you kind of just be quiet. And then on social media, you have to talk about yourself and talk about all the cool stuff you do and things like that. So it is, but I have a much easier time talking about other people than myself. So that's kind of what I focus on with my content, except the fitness stuff. That's super easy for me to lift heavy weights and run fast. One of my strengths, I guess. So, but anytime you change and do anything else is a shock. 1 o'clock. All right, Skeleton King. I think I'm going to drink some water here and listen to some music. Figure out what we got going on here. So, any last messages before we turn in, and we'll catch you next time. Were you always an athlete? What's that saying? Era Lily. Hi. Were you always an athlete? Yeah, I wrestled when I was a little kid. I wrestled, and then I was an athlete in high school. I just didn't take it very seriously. When I got in the military, I took it a lot more seriously. Then I was a runner, and then as I started getting heavier, I started getting stronger, so I started getting slower. And now I'm very strong and very heavy. But I also run an extraordinary amount to try and keep up with my cardio. So, yeah. Safe travels, brother. Thank you for what you do, and see you next time. Appreciate you, Skeleton King. We'll talk to you next time. You have a good night. Sleep well. You're Lily Adams. I like your tattoos. Thank you. You can't really see too much of them, but a lot of Japanese stuff. Thank you. You all right, buddy? Dog woke up. Any last alibis here before we break contact? I'm gonna put the tunes back on here and drive off into the night. I appreciate you guys, whoever stuck around this long. Era Lily, I appreciate you. Hope you have a good night wherever you're at in the world. And if you don't already, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. That's where all of the content that I post goes up. YouTube's only the podcast, but I appreciate you. You have a good night. Safe travels. Thank you. You have a good night as well. Be good, all right? You guys have a good night.